We're lucky enough to be the fastest growing toy company in the United Kingdom. We started business 3 years ago, introducing novelty gifts and gadgets into the UK marketplace, selling them to major high street retailers. An example of one of our products is the mystery UFO. Quick flick and it appears to magically float in front of you. We put videos into our major retail store partners such as WH Smith's, Debenhams and other prestigious retailers of that kind, and this led to fantastic sell-through, 300-400% increases in sales. The big issues for us were the complete lack of visibility on where our product was at any point in time through the supply from our factories to delivery to our retailers. The system that we were using didn't show us this visibility both here in the UK and in the Orient, where we have our Hong Kong office. So we were constantly apologising to our retail customers and saying, well, we'll get onto it, we'll find out where your product is, we'll come back to you as soon as we can. Lots of time delays, lots of issues, lots of problems, lots of sleepless nights. The visibility we now have through the system is second to none. It's really so far ahead of anything we've seen, and obviously the platform that we were working on in the previous few years. We can now place that order, see where it is in real time, see when it's leaving the factory gate and when it's being delivered to our retail partners Freight Forward company in the Orient, and track it all the way from there back to their distribution centre. We have a variety of alert systems, which is super, to be able to see if something's going wrong or if something is delayed, and then be able to communicate that back to our retailer. Well, already it's leading to increased sales because we're getting information to that retailer so quickly. They're understanding if something's going to be delayed, which is an inevitable fact of business life sometimes, and they can switch to buying in other products that we can ship sooner. So we've been able to take advantage of that opportunity, and the retailer is, and bring in other product to fill the space they may have otherwise left on the shelf, the empty space, and fill it with product that they can sell. The partner that we chose really undertook to plan the implementation with great detail. So the scoping of what we needed, it was a case of really no stone should be left unturned. And they worked with a variety of people within our organisation at senior level, but also right down to junior level, to listen to our colleagues and find out what it was that they really needed in a system, what they needed to get out of it. And that whole process took a number of weeks, but was so important and so valuable, because when we were initially looking at different systems, we were told that we should be spending upwards of £30,000, maybe up to £50,000 in some cases, on a project manager. But the partner that we chose really meant that was mitigated, that we didn't require it. Not that they necessarily undertook project management, but the planning that they put into the implementation meant that we didn't require it.
WowStuff had talked to a number of other companies around different applications, and they settled on SAP Business One because of its flexibility and its ability to deliver meaningful alerts and reports to them, and also to their Chinese division, where they do a lot of their manufacturing. So we very early in the process understood what they were trying to do, and we developed the system so we could demonstrate in our mind what they were looking for. So the application was specifically designed to their needs. So it was very simple for them to understand what they were going to get at the other end.
They came along, made the presentations to us at CCL's office, and at that point we'd already sat through, I think, half a dozen different presentations from a number of different providers. We really enjoyed their presentation, and the thing that came out of that for us was their honesty, their integrity, and their under promise, but the feeling they were actually going to over deliver, and that's absolutely what they did. We've been very, very pleased with their performance. The integration went very efficiently.
Every business is different, and every small business especially is a little bit, has different idiosyncrasies from the others. And I think that the most important exercise is to understand exactly what they want to get out of the application and to document that properly so that everybody understands exactly what they're going to get when we're finished, what we're going to leave them with when we've done our job.
The reputation that SAP as a brand has, and for its execution, its implementation and its quality, we're using that in the forefront of our sales pitches, something that we'd never have contemplated when we began the business 3 years ago, of using a system to tell our customers why we're so good. But actually it's almost a stamp of accreditation saying we've invested in SAP, so we are a good business and we want to be a better business. As a small, medium enterprise ourselves, which WowStuff is, the key thing that we've really addressed is this foundation, putting in all the right things at the early stages of our business so that we have a platform to grow. And that's something that I'd recommend to any small, medium enterprise that's starting out, that's got great ideas, great ambition, great business model. Don't skimp on the systems. That will give you the foundation to really grow the business before you end up with too many problems created by a poor platform. If there's one thing that made me decide on SAP above all else, it was the recommendations and testimonials from other companies that are very high profile, and in some cases companies where I knew some of the directors at those businesses, and that was the number one thing, knowing those people with their credibility were behind SAP and putting their money where their mouth was on SAP. Tipped the balance for me, made me say, right, well, I want to emulate those businesses. We're a National Business Awards winner ourselves. We've won lots of awards. We're very lucky enough to win awards for our products, our innovation, our growth, our marketing strategies. And I want to follow in the same footsteps of some of these other even bigger businesses, more prestigious businesses than ours. And if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.